Invica Sports and the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency proudly presents USL Soccer tonight from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Tonight, the Charlotte Eagles come into town with a record of 5-4-3, and Harrisburg has a record of 6-4-3. Hi, everybody. I'm Chad Edwards, along with Larry Julius. It's going to be a hot one here on the island tonight. It's hot now, but it's going to heat up even more, Larry.
It's going to be a great game.
Harrisburg coming off a great weekend in L.A. What are the keys to them tonight to be able to come out of this with a victory?
Well, Chad, tonight for our Islanders to be successful, they got to keep the momentum positive. Very important that they do that. Finish the chances they create. They've been creating not as many, but they have to put together the ones that they do and finish them off. Make sure they stay organized defensively. Very, very important. Without the loss of Bixler, they're going to have to find the leader in the back. And also, as they possess the ball, they have to keep it positive, advance the ball, play with a purpose, and strike first.
And Charlotte, of course, comes in. They're 7 games unbeaten, 5-0-2, so they're on a roll here. Harrisburg, of course, 2-1-1. They're 3 games unbeaten. It's going to be an interesting one. Charlotte, on the other hand, they have been very stingy defensively. They want to keep doing that tonight and hold Harrisburg off of getting too many chances. They also are a high possession game. They've been doing a great job possessing the ball lately. They want to continue to do that and finish the chances. Every chance they've had, they've put it in the back of the net. Charlotte's going to look to do that again here tonight, Larry. So it should be an interesting one. And we got some key players that we can take a look at as well tonight that are going to make an impact, I'm sure, in this game. Looking at the Harrisburg City Islanders, Andrew Welker had a great weekend last weekend in L.A. He's the USLPRO Player of the Week. He had a stellar late scoring 2 goals in last week's 2 contests. The former Seton Hall Pirate and Cumberland Valley Eagle will be looking to continue his scoring streak here this weekend. Chase Harrison back in the goal for the Harrisburg City Islanders. He's coming back from injury, but Harrison has been impressive in his last 2 games with a 1-0-1 record, allowing just 2 goals and saving 5 shots. Looking at Charlotte now, Bundu, who is a Sierra Leone footballer, leads the Eagles this season with 9 goals. And in the last 2 games, Bundy has scored 3 goals, so he is on fire. And also Weston Roberts, the Charlotte Eagle defender, is second in points for the Eagles with 7 and second in goals with 3. Look for the former Palm Beach Atlantic Sailfish to come up in the Eagles' attack from the back line tonight and start to add things. So it should be an interesting one here tonight, Larry. It's hot out. The field's cut nice and short. I think it's going to be a fast game tonight.
You know what? Should be a great game. I guess talking to Coach Betcher, they're very excited about this match because now both teams that have been playing very well now come together. Now they're going to see who's going to advance from this division.
It's going to be a great one. Stay with us here on Invica Sports and USL Live. It's all coming up next. USL Pro Soccer on Invica Sports.
The economic recovery is underway, but many families are still hurting. If you're facing foreclosure due to unemployment, underemployment, or unexpected medical expenses, we may be able to help. You may qualify for assistance through the Emergency Homeowners Loan Program, assistance that may help you keep your home. To learn more, call us weekdays during normal business hours at the number shown on your screen, or visit our website. A simple call may save your home.
Got old electronics, such as a TV or computer to recycle? We've got your answer at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
E-cycling is quick, easy, and free for all county residents.
You can also recycle old major appliances and other items safely at our center.
Have questions? Call our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or check our website for more information.
Recycling is now more convenient than ever.
Join us in going green to protect our environment.
Keep our earth clean and green. Wipe out waste and recycle.
Hi, my name is Kelly Lewis, president of TechQuest Pennsylvania. We started TechQuest Pennsylvania to attract technology investments into the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, working with business leaders, government leaders, and educators to find the best way to make Pennsylvania a leader in the innovation economy. From internships to workforce training to jobs to broadband, we work to develop the innovation economy in Pennsylvania. Check us out at techquestpa.com.
Welcome back to the Skyline Sports Complex. Happy to have you along here on Invica Sports and USL Live, bringing you all the action here tonight. And this is going to be a good one as the Charlotte Eagles come into town. We mentioned it early in our pregame, Larry. They come in 7 games unbeaten. They're 5-0-2. They're on fire here. They are in what are they? They are 5th place in their division with a record of 5-4-3, and Harrisburg is in 2nd place, just behind Rochester with a record of 6-4-3. So 2 different conferences, but this should be an interesting one here tonight.
Well, you know what? A great game. I mean, a great game on hand for us tonight. And again, something to keep in mind is that, you know, the confidence that Charlotte's coming in here with must just be incredible. You just see the way that they're moving around the pitch when they're coming into their bench. They seem excited. They have a bounce in their step. That, to me, tells me that they're excited to play the game.
That's
when
right.
they're excited to play the game, great things can happen. You know, you see a team that comes kind of walking out to their positions. They're there. You know, they're out here. They're excited. You know, and Harrisburg's at home. You know, so this should be a great match for us to call tonight, as well as a great game for everybody to see.
It's always nice. We've been able to bring you brand new teams each and every time we've done a game here this season on Invica Sports, and yet another one here with Charlotte in town. I had a chance to talk with Steve Shack, the assistant coach for Charlotte, and he was just as excited as the players have been. So it's always nice to be winning and playing well, and you're doing everything nice because you could tell, like you said, it's that bounce in the step. Everyone's smiling. You know, there's no stress out on the field during warm-ups and stuff like that. So this is going to be a good one here tonight on the island.
Yeah,
great crowd too so far.
Yeah, there's no question, Chad. I mean, you know, in all fairness, I mean, as a player, when you're stepping into the opposing building and you're doing well, you're winning games, you know, you're excited. I mean, it's unfortunate a lot of times, you know, when you step up and you're not getting the result, you're playing well.
Be sure to try a refreshing Miller Lite.
But as a professional, you got to overcome that.
Long ball driven down here, and that one's going to go over the head of the defender and gathered in there by Reed for the Charlotte Eagles. Taking a look at the starters here tonight for Charlotte. Weston, Bryant, Dalby, Martins, Herrera, Gunsman, Sanchez, Moore, Toby, Reed, and Riff, I should say, will be the starters tonight for the Charlotte Eagles. And the starters tonight for the Harrisburg City Islanders, Jeff Blows, Marshall, Ambigi, Schofield, Welker, Nunes, Angulu, Pelletier, Calvano, and Chase Harrison getting the start in the goal here tonight for the Harrisburg City Islanders. So it should be a good one here tonight. One of the key things we could talk about, and you talked about it in pregame, was the loss of Bixler, of course, with an ACL, so he's out for the rest of the season. How does Harrisburg, who has had a strong back four that's been probably one of their strongest part of their whole game this season so far, that changes, and somebody with that huge presence that he has in there, the captain goes down. How do you pick up from that?
Well, Marshall's role is going to have to really get stronger. I mean, he's been out most of the year with an injury. Now his role is going to have to be the leader. He's going to be the dictator. He's going to be the one that's going to have to make things happen verbally. Blows has been a versatile player for the Islanders, as you know, for many years now, and has stepped back in that central role, pick up where Bixler left off. So you bring a little bit more pace in with Blows. You lose that physical prowess that Bixler brings to the table. But, you know, hopefully Marshall and Blows can keep things organized and they can pick up where Dustin left off.
Ball comes back for Harrison. He'll settle it down now for the Islanders. Great crowd on hand here for the 4th of July weekend. Hope you're enjoying our action early on here on USL Live. Lots of soccer going on television around America here. Of course, with the Women's World Cup, the U.S. winning this afternoon. Big win they needed. So they should have no problem, obviously, advancing on now to the quarterfinals. And we're happy to be bringing you soccer action here tonight on Invica Sports and USL Live. That ball played out there by Charlotte. Quick throw by Basso down in for Ambigi. We got here earlier on today, Larry. It was very warm, but the field is cut really short tonight, much shorter than we're used to seeing. And also, they were watering the field, so it's nice. I think the field's just ideal for tonight's game.
Yeah, walking out there tonight, talking to Coach Betcher, it was very wet, and I had asked them, I said, did they just water this? And they said, yes, they did. This field holds water to begin with, so when they watered it the way they did, this is going to be nice for the guys to dig in and get some good grip.
Ball down along that end line for Basso, and it takes a clip on the back of that ankle there. We'll have a free kick just deep now, just near the end line. Basso's still a little slow there moving.
Looked like he rolled his ankle to the outside as he went to serve the ball across. He got a foot on the inside of his. That's hard to overcome that sometimes.
So Pelletier over the ball here for the Islanders. Pelletier swings this one down in front. That one headed away. So good job by Charlotte. And again, looking at the keys to the game to start. They want to be stingy on defense there. They did a good job of making sure somebody was on the end of that ball. Quick throw down inside the box. And BG flicks this one on. Top of the box. Who's going to get there? And Charlotte able to clear it out along this near side. Here come the Eagles now. Herrera back in the center, ball punched down in. Onsides is Sanchez, but it's going to be too far for him. Actually, I think he gave up on that one. He might have thought he was offsides on that one, it looked like.
He was on.
Yeah.
I was a little shocked at why he stopped myself, and Harrison decided to stay. That was interesting.
So Harrison will put it on the ground, and he'll knock it forward. Playing it for Mbiji on this near side. Mbiji, one now by Charlotte, still with possession. He'll play it down this near side. That one right back ahead now. Welker was able to get on that. Noon with it now, back for Pelletier. Pelletier trying to play it again for Mbiji. Back in now. Tried to get it to Mbiji, and a good job playing that one off the near side here by Weston for the Eagles. Down inside, here's Noon now. Noon trying to punch it through, can't get it through. Check that rather, Basso. Basso plays it down in front, nothing there. I apologize, that was Noon.
This corner kick is brought to you by Angelo's Soccer Corner.
So the first corner kick of the game here for the Islanders.
Angelo's Soccer Corner.
Been a few weeks since we've done some soccer here. We had
They've been on the road for a while,
back-to-back here, and we got a couple games for you here on Invica Sports in the month of July, and then we wrap up our coverage as well. So hope you'll stay with us throughout the summer. That one flicked on and just wide of the mark. Getting up in there and getting ahead on it was Ngulu, but just wide of the mark. So an opportunity there for Harrisburg, starting to knock on the door early here, Larry. One thing that you would mention is that Harrisburg needs to strike early here to try and put the Charlotte Eagles back on their feet.
It'll change the complexion where Charlotte has to play. And for the moment, I mean, Charlotte's doing a nice job defensively, staying compact, staying organized. The Islanders have done a nice job of testing a couple long balls with some series of short balls. But again, I think that the way they go forward right now and keeping Charlotte pinned back in their end is going to create the momentum that Bill talked about.
Schofield right now with it, and you know, one thing Bill talked about is he wanted the possession game, like you said, and so did Charlotte. So that's a you know, it's always important, but it seems like that's a big key for both of these teams. They want to continue to possess the ball like they have over the last couple weeks. That's what's made them successful. So whoever wins that battle tonight, I think is gonna come out of this with a victory. And right now, Harrisburg seems to be winning the possession game.
And you know, I think it's important to really identify what we mean by possession and what they mean by possession. I mean, possession just to keep the ball without a purpose is really what lulls the game to sleep. If you're playing possession and you're attacking in the process, that's exciting soccer. That's what you're looking for. That's what you're trying to create. And the brand so far that we have seen, both teams have looked at, kept a couple balls, and they moved it forward and they've attacked. Anytime you put a team in the attack mode and you're putting the other team back on its heels, you're playing good football. You're putting yourself in a position to be dangerous, and that's what they both have to create.
Out near midfield now, knocked down. Ball in the center of the field, fighting hard for it. Herrera. Islanders come up with it. Head for Schofield. Schofield holds, has to play it back as the Islanders will regroup. Calvano on the far side now. Again, the ball played back this time for Marshall. I guess Marshall played all 90 minutes last week when he came in off the injury, and he was a hurting unit, they said, when he got off the plane, but that's okay. He came in and played 90 minutes. That must have been he was very effective.
Well, and you know what? I mean, he's missed a lot of the season, so he's going to have to get fit in a hurry. And I'm not just talking about lungs, I'm talking match fit, legs, whole 9 yards.
Especially with Bixler gone now. He's got to step in here.
Now he has no choice.
Welker stepping in there and had a great weekend. 2 goals in their stint against L.A. And we're going to have a foul here, and I'm not quite sure if that was actually an earned foul by Ngulu. I'd like to see replaying that one if we can, because it looked like he stumbled over his own feet there.
It looked like he lost his footing, but it didn't help that Charlotte kind of threw his arm around his back, and as they were both going down, so I can see that being a foul call.
And there you saw head referee for tonight's game, Ian Bongart, making the call there. We'll see who's going to take the shot here. You got Noon and you got Pelletier around the ball. They're asking for the wall to be backed up here, of course, right just outside that 18-yard box, so in a critical spot on the field. Get it up and down real quick. It doesn't give the goalie much time to react on it here, but you got to get it up and down quick.
Yeah, you know what? My guess is going to be that Noon's going to start his run. Pelletier is going to bump a ball right out in front of him just to get him around the edge of that wall. Well, now they're changing that. They got to go to goal at this point. They've got to go to goal.
Pelletier is going to send it on goal, and that one headed away. That one Play too low and too soft, I think, in there, too,
Absolutely
to make it
too
any type of a difference. Shot taken off the post! Great turn by Angulu, and you know what? Reed even thought he was beat on that one. It comes off the post and right back to him.
He had him wrong-footed right from the turn and brought it back to the near post. Great turn by Angulo. Again, going back to that restart, though, Chad, those are things you've got to do better on. And one of the things that Bill and I did not mention as a key, but Bill mentioned about minimizing the restarts for Charlotte because they've been dangerous on those. But then also, if they get restarts within a striking zone or a danger zone, we would call within 20 yards, 25 yards out, they have to be hit. That ball that Pelletier hit was still with nothing on it. You know, that's something that you really got to put a piece of mustard into it and then look for a rebound. Hit it hard enough that the keeper cannot hold it, has to parry it, look for the quick rebound, or potentially goes in. But you got to strike the ball and goal from that frame. There's nothing there other than a struck ball.
Seeing some of the great crowd on hand here tonight for this USLPRO matchup. Ball down inside, flicked on, and Pelletier gets a head on it. And BG now trying to clear it out, can't. Headed right back in, and Calvano gets a head on it now, and BG able to play it out into some safer spot on the field as ball gathered back in by Charlotte now as they look to attack. Charlotte chips this one down inside, headed away by Blows. Pelletier waits. This one knocked all the way back in. It looks like it'll go off the end line. No, Harrison will keep it in so he can keep playing it. Well, the sun, a little bit of clouds moving in, Larry, to knocking down the heat a little bit. Was really hot earlier on. We'll take a look at the opportunity for a nice turn by Angulu, and Reed thought he was beaten. You could even see it in his movement. But a great job turning around, gathering that replay. But a great turn by Angulu on that one.
And you know, again, goal scorers, they have that knack of finding that tight space and turning. And obviously, being that he's a dominant left-footed player, he was thinking nothing but shot, wanting to get it back on frame, not knowing where the keeper was at. Great opportunity for the Islanders.
Here comes Charlotte, an opportunity on the far side. Blows doing a good job defending there. Ball inside and now knocked away there by Andrew Marshall. Nice one-on-one opportunity over there for Charlotte. Blows doing a good job over there, allowing some players to get back. Charlotte will come all the way back to the defense with it now as Bryant will send it to the near side here for Royf. And offsides. So we'll have a free kick on the far side for the Islanders here.
USLPRO, true to soccer since 1924. For more information, visit www.umbro.com.
Need to check a match score, find out who's on top of the goal scoring charts, or catch up on the latest news. You can do it all by logging on to USLsoccer.com, the league's official website. There's only one place to see who's the best, USLsoccer.com. We'd like to welcome all of our viewers that are watching on USL Live. We've been getting some great response and some great viewership on each one of our games. It's been exciting to see the number of people that are tuning into USL Live and watching all these USLPRO matchups. And we've had some great responses, of course, in our last game. We had some comments from people from Holland and all over the United States, some soldiers that are out of the country as well. So it's been nice to just get that feedback. And you can do that again. We'd like to know who's watching. Let us know. You can send your comments to cedwards@invica.net. That's cedwards@invica.net. Let us know what you think of our coverage and what you think of USL Soccer here on Invica Sports.
I got a text today, Chad, from a gentleman out in Wisconsin that through youth soccer got my name and number and listened to one of our broadcasts and is tuned in tonight. So I'd like to say hi to Steve B. He's watching us out in Warsaw, Wisconsin.
Warsaw, Wisconsin. Well, great. Happy to have them listening and watching here tonight. 0-0 on our 13th minute of play. Ball almost chipped through there. Good job defensively for the Islanders. Charlotte contains the ball still in piece possession. That one now knocked away, and BG with some room on this near side. Now Angulu needs to give it to him early. Angulu to the outside. Angulu trying to fight for that one. It's going to go off of him and out of bounds, and we will have a corner kick. Looked like it went off of Angulu and out, but they'll get the corner kick either way. BG had him a little bit earlier. If he could have sent him, it looked like Angulu had the step, but a great job defensively for Charlotte to get back.
Yeah, no question. I mean, that's the part of it where he picks up his head just a little bit early and he feathers him in just enough. Angulu's going to goal. He's got on his dominant foot.
Pelletier drives this one near that far post. Headed away by Charlotte again, and chasing it down on that far side is Martins. Martins trying to clear it out. Comes back for Schofield. Schofield drives it inside the box, and Charlotte able to clear this one out near midfield. So Harrisburg with some opportunities early here now, trying to drive that ball through for Angulu again, nothing there. It's going to come to him on the far side, and they'll call him offsides as he was in an offsides position when that ball was initially played. So good call there on the far side by the linesman.
You know, as compact as Charlotte's playing, Harrisburg would be so better served if they could just stretch it out, get the flanks wide open these guys up to the touch lines, put them in a position to spread out Charlotte. Right now, they're trying to attack through the middle, and so far every ball's been swallowed up. And, you know, of course, that was one of their key pieces tonight, that Charlotte did not want to get spread out. But in order for Harrisburg to be successful, they're going to have to find a way. Whether it's through the flank, it's over the top on a diagonal, but somehow, some way, they got to open this game up. Everything is right congested in the middle, and it's not doing them any good. They're trying to go through the middle on the floor, and I appreciate that sort of style, the short, compact, quick play, but it's not working. They're going to have to open up and change things a little bit.
Charlotte with a nice, quick strike towards the goal there from the goalkeeper, sending a long ball, and it was knocked off the end line as they've been pushing forward quite a bit here, trying to make something happen early. That ball gathered in again by the Islanders. Noon with some space, has Mbiji to the outside, and then Mbiji's going to try and get there and keep it in. No, he does not. The ball goes out. Noon playing that just a little long for Mbiji. Had him on the run, had the step. Charlotte will have the throw. Center of the field, Pelletier now. Pelletier tries to send this one on goal. It's going to go wide of the mark. Looked like it went off the outside of his foot. So we'll have a goal kick now for Reed and the Charlotte Eagles. We'd like to hear from you and also make you a follower. If you could go to Invica.net and check us out. You could click on our Facebook page through there and follow us. You can also check out all the City Islander games and all the different stuff that we do on Invica Sports. Check out our YouTube channel, and you can also follow us on Twitter. You can find out and connect with us by going to Invica.net.
That's a good ball by Pelletier. That's the ball we're looking for, to open up, spread it out, find the guys out wide running the flank, put them in a position where now Charlotte has to twist and turn a little bit and then slide one in behind. Going directly up the middle has not worked to this point.
Calvano able to knock that one away on the far side. Ball quickly played in now by the Eagles. Harrisburg doing a great job, I think, in this game, Larry, of closing down real quickly. They really have not had or haven't given Charlotte really that opportunity to possess the ball and get that easy touch. They've been doing a great job of closing down. Nice change of the field here. Stepping in and gathering that one in is Basso, though. Basso with some room down this near side. Has some space, has Angulu trying to play to no. And good defensive play there. I think Basso needed to give that to Angulu and get it right back.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he needed to play it a little earlier. Angulu's making the run, catch him in stride, and then slide him back and return the ball back to him.
Another ball played behind here, but a great pickup here defensively by Basso. Nice run, but like you said, give it up a little earlier. Look for to get the ball back to you in the 1-2 even, and loosen up that defense again. That's playing awful tight back there for Charlotte right now. Schofield stepping in, can't get there. Long ball now for Sanchez, trying to get there. Blows and Sanchez, nice touch by Jeff Blows here for the Islanders. Blows with some time. Works it ahead now, that one intercepted. Here comes Charlotte once again. Here's Reif with it now. Reif has that one taken away by Jeff Blows. Now for Pelletier. Pelletier send it all the way through for Mbiji, who's on. Mbiji down this left side now. Brian Mbiji sends one across the front, and that one's going to be played off the end line. We'll have a goal kick. Check that, a corner kick now for the Islanders. Nice build up there, Larry.
Chad, if I'm Mark Steffens, I'm in Sanchez's ear right now. That's 3 times he's been offside. 3 times he's had runs in that he's looking to see if he's offside. His decisions to this point have not been great, and then doesn't get back quick enough, and he causes them to slow their attack down. I would be reminding him, hey, son, you have a job to do. And right now it's not getting done.
Ball swung in, and that one's going to go off an Islander player, so it'll be a goal kick now for Charlotte.
Fans kick your summer into high gear with Chevrolet.
So it's 0-0 in our 19th minute. We're going to pause so we can hear from some of our sponsors.
The Chevy team will be at Skyline Sports Complex before.
The economic recovery is underway, but many families are still hurting. If you're facing foreclosure due to unemployment, underemployment, or unexpected medical expenses, we may be able to help. You may qualify for assistance through the Emergency Homeowners Loan Program, assistance that may help you keep your home. To learn more, call us weekdays during normal business hours at the number shown on your screen, or visit our website. A simple call may save your home.
Got old electronics, such as a TV or computer to recycle? We've got your answer at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
E-cycling is quick, easy, and free for all county residents.
You can also recycle old major appliances and other items safely at our center.
Have questions? Call our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or check our website for more information.
Recycling is now more convenient than ever.
Join us in going green to protect our environment.
Keep our earth clean and green. Wipe out waste and recycle.
We're just saying during those commercial breaks, this is some good stuff here in the last minute and a half here for Charlotte.
Well, you know, it was good combination play through the middle, and then a good sprayed ball out wide. Again, just no re-entry. Once the ball goes out wide, you need to get that re-entry. You need that ball served in quickly. Harrisburg's done a nice job of getting back defensively with numbers. They're good. They're nice and compact, nice and tight. There really hasn't been any real open play just yet. There hasn't been anything overwhelmingly exciting on the offensive side from either side.
Ball's going to go out of play. We'll have a throw on the far side. Anthony Calvano will take the throw. Fans filtering in here on the island. This is one of the better crowds we've had so far this summer, Larry. It's really, really filling in nice.
Well, you know what? You have the Music Fest going on behind us. You have Region 1 tournament here in town, so it's bringing some people from outside of town that's coming in here. You have the Islanders Summer Youth Academy teams that have come here with your families. So, of course, couldn't ask for a better night for soccer. So this has been great so far.
In the Region 1, I think you were the one that was telling me that don't we have a team here locally that made it through to the next round? Is that the PA Classics Club?
PA Classics Youth Development Academy, U16 boys, were in Dallas this past week. And actually we're losing 5 minutes left to North Mech out of South Carolina, and they had to win to advance. And they had played the Chicago Fire, and Chicago Fire would have advanced. If we would have lost, the Classics would have lost. As it turns out, they scored 2 goals in the last 2 minutes to advance. And as they advance, now they go to Milwaukee, Wisconsin for the final 8. They're the only team in the East Coast that advanced.
What age group is that?
U16 Academy, which is combined of
boys or girls?
Boys.
Boys, okay. That's great. Well, congratulations to PA Classics and the U16 boys.
I mean, it's the highest level of youth soccer right now that we can offer in our country, and it sets up the kids for college. It's just a really good opportunity. You know, if you ever get a chance to see some of them play, and they'll be on TV the Friday. The finals for the U17, U18 will be on I think it's Fox Soccer this Friday. So
excellent.
You can hardly tell the difference. It's good quality football.
Excellent. That ball headed away again. We'll have another corner kick here for Charlotte.
Corner kick for Charlotte.
We'll change up who's going to serve the ball, and this time Herrera will come over to play the ball. Charlotte bringing everybody forward, really pinching up in there, trying to see if they can pull something out here in the 23rd minute of play. Herrera sends a short ball in low. There's a driving shot, and boy, I'm telling you, I can't see the number 8, Martins. Diego Martins would love to have that one back again. Great ball played in. Nice dummy ball at the top of the 18, and just couldn't get over top of it.
Great entry pass. Herrera, good ball in. Good
Herrera
dummy.
plays the short one, dummy through there. Oh boy, you don't get many opportunities like that just inside the 18.
You know, I know he's trying to take the skin off the ball right there. I think he just makes contact to the side netting inside the foot, and it's a goal.
Just place it.
But then again, easier said than done from up here, Chad. You know, we're armchair quarterbacks. You know,
exactly.
I know what it's like.
We've been there. We've hit a ball like that. I've hit a ball like that higher and wider before. I remember that first time. Of course, I was a defender, and down inside the box, we needed a goal to tie up a game, and I was literally about 2 feet outside the net. Real easy, opened up my foot, popped it right up over top of the net. So we've all been there.
Sure.
There's no such thing as a given. Ball comes all the way out. Charlotte will settle it down, far side. Harrisburg come out and was dominating the possession game and getting some opportunities. Last 4 or 5 minutes here, Charlotte starting to pick it up. putting some more passes together, getting a few opportunities here in the 24th minute of play.
Physical therapy, hands that heal.
Both teams need to be in a position right now where they're just kind of trying to feel each other out. They need to be in a position a little bit cautious, but yet counter when they get a chance. They need to be on the safe side because they don't want to give up a goal and go down a goal, because both teams have been very well defensively. You know, and Charlotte's counting on scoring and then bunkering and then counter when they can. And Harrisburg being at home, you know, they want an attractive style. They want to open up. They want to play. They want to score, obviously, but they also don't want to give anything up in the process.
And Gulu, great switch from Invica here, and Invica's going to be called off. And
offside.
I'm not sure if he was off on that one. He looked like there was a defender behind him standing right next to him.
Well, the only thing we can say is that the linesman's right on the back four.
Exactly. And I have to say that every time we've said that and we've seen a replay, we were wrong. Herrera waits, holds, and a nice fake. Now gives it to him on the overlap here. Here's Weston. Weston drives this one near that far side, headed away by Calvano. Settled back down by Martins. Now Martins looking, waits, tries to play it outside. Good job defensively there for Pelletier for the Islanders. Again, Charlotte with the possession here. Ball played back by Schofield. Islanders can't clear it out, and we're going to have a foul here. It's going to be a free kick, and will there be a card? I don't think so.
You know, Chad,
collision there.
Sorry, Chad, I mean to stumble over you. The field itself looks great, but it is very soft. It's very soft.
Yeah, this
looked like he lost his footing.
It did, and we'll take a look at it. I wasn't looking at the replay there. If you can roll it back again, guys. I was looking at. They're calling out the team over there, so he may have taken a heck of a knock on that leg. We'll see here if we can. Ball played in there. Oh, yeah, that was shin to shin, and he looked like he caught it just below the knee where you have none of that shin pad. So it was definitely a hard knock there. So we are 20 in our 26th minute, 0-0. Player down on the field. There you see some of the great crowd on hand here today on the island. And it's good to see people coming out and supporting Harrisburg City Islanders. It really is a great product here that Harrisburg brings to the Skyline Sports Complex. You can't beat the ticket prices. You can't beat the competition that comes to play here. Of course, they were just out in L.A. last weekend, so it's a great opportunity. And if you want tickets for the next game, you can come on and you can go to www.cityislanders.com and get all the information on ticket information. You can buy your tickets right online as well, or you can call 717-441-GOAL to purchase tickets to the next City Islander game here. And the restart here for Charlotte now. Ball driven low and hard, and that one knocked away by Harrison. Great save. Also a great ball driven in there. Nice low and hard by Charlotte, and really tested Harrison on that one.
You know what, Chad, that goes back to the restart. Again, Bill said that they were very, very dangerous in their restarts. It goes back to what I mentioned to you about City Islanders. They had a similar one, and he took advantage, did not take advantage of it. These guys driven a great ball in. Harrison comes up with a save. I don't know how he even saw it. But anyway, needless to say, very, very dangerous restart.
Take a look at the replay. Boy, what a great ball. Real hard, right at that post.
All it takes is a misdirect. Could even be off your own foot. I mean, needless to say, it was a great restart by Charlotte.
Harrison staying sharp back there. Harrison, of course, one of our players to watch in our pregame. Having a great start to or restart, I should say, after his injury, coming back in. Taking a hard knock to the head and stitches. And he's back in the lineup now and staying hard and steady now for the Islanders. And Beege trying to settle that one, comes to Herrera. Ball sent ahead. Nothing there. And now Charlotte still with possession. They wait. That one knocked away. And Nunes keeps it in now. Nunes has Ngulu. Can't get it to him now. And quickly in for Ngulu off the throw-in now. Ngulu waits. Nothing there. Touches it to the outside and sends this one high and wide. So an opportunity there for the Islanders, kind of thrown away there. Had Noon on the outside. Maybe touch and go there, give and go on that. See if they can't get something else out of that opportunity down this near side.
Be nice to see Harrisburg start to get a little bit of their composure back and keep the ball a little bit. And again, with a purpose. You know, I mean, advance the ball, but keep it. Right now, they've not had that in the last 6, 7, 8 minutes, and they're paying the price for it.
Weston drives one in there, goes off the head of Jeff Blows, and Harrison has to come out and gather that one in there. You see Chase Harrison out of Huntington, West Virginia. back in the goal here full-time and regular for the Islanders. Noon knocks it down now for Welker, out now for Mbiji. Mbiji has Ngulu. Ngulu had to hold up there. It could have been a quick 1-2 for Mbiji right back to Ngulu. And Ngulu had to pull up there to stay on sides. Seen that a few times here in this game so far, Larry, that the man is there, the man has the run, he's got the step, and the Islanders just are not playing the ball. They're holding it, they're not picking their head up or they're just not seeing it.
Well, what I've noticed so far is sometimes it's their first touch. They're handcuffing themselves by keeping the ball too tight between their feet. Brian's first touch was a little short. If he had an opportunity to get away from him, now he can set himself up a little bit to play that next ball. But that's the ball they're missing. You know, they're combining a little bit in the middle, but they miss that last piece. And Ngulu's on the run. You got to hit him. He initiates it. You got to hit him or they're going to be off. And that a great opportunity right there. And again, that attributes to a little bit of the fact that the grass is thick and a little bit wet. You know, so they're keeping the ball a little too tight, I think. And again, both of them were involved with Brian. You know, and again, he's a very good player. And when Brian puts himself in a position to be successful, generally he's moving the ball. And right there, I noticed the ball kind of died between his feet. So it's a little bit of a combination of playing a little too slow and playing the ball a little too tight to his body.
Ball driven down that far side. Harrisburg with a goal kick now. 0-0 here in our 31st minute. Happy to have you along here on Invica Sports and USL Live. For all of our viewers on USL Live, thanks for watching. We want to hear from you. If you're watching, let us know your comments. If you like it, if you don't like it, I'd love to know where you're watching the game from. You can let us know by going to cedwards@invica.net. Send us an email, let us know what's going on. And don't forget that you can find out what's going on with Invica as well. Go to invica.net and friend us on Facebook. You can get all the information on how to get to our Facebook page as well as our YouTube page. And you can also follow us on Twitter. So invica.net. Let us know what's happening. Far side of the field, Schofield now. Quickly for Noon, back for Schofield. Will he get there? Yes, he does. Schofield back for Noon now. Noon has that one taken away. Pelletier trying to get there. He does. Ahead for Ngulu. Too far for him and gathered in now by Charlotte. Weston back in the middle here. Islanders doing a good job chasing up top. Mbiji. Charlotte will have to chip it out now near midfield. That one taken down and settled there by Toby. Toby loses it now near side. Islanders chip it in for Ngulu. Tries to flick that one on, nothing there. Quick drive down this near side. On is Sanchez, but Jeff Blows is there. Blows able to get another foot on that one. Can he keep it in play? Yes, he does. Nice job by Jeff Blows to get back on that one. Jeff being tough in there with the loss of Bixer. He has to step up. Nice touch there. There's the Islanders on the changeup here. Long ball for Ngulu now. There's a ball that, that flighted ball takes the advantage away when you've got Ngulu sprinting ahead. You got to drive that ball to the corner. Let him run onto that. And there's another, again, a chance. He's got the step. You got to drive that ball. You got to get it there. You got to get rid of it a little quicker.
I was just going to comment on that, Chad. I mean, you see Ngulu initiating a run. He's making a hard run. Jason's got to flight that ball in forward. He's got to advance it, not a lollipop. He's just laying it in. It's got to be driven in with a little bit of pace. With the right accuracy, at the right pace, Ngulo's in, and that creates a good goal-scoring opportunity. By lifting that ball in high like that, he's allowing the defender from Charlotte to be able to recover, get back, and, of course, then set up the situation they have right now.
So we've got a restart here for
Scores, stats, news, and more.
The Islanders. And it looks like a yellow card was given out there against Charlotte. I'm not sure who it was that got the yellow. But either way, another restart here for the Islanders. Ball driven in near that far post. And it's going to be headed off the end line. We'll have a corner kick now. That ball much better played near that far post, swinging in, bending towards that far post. A much better ball played in there by Jason Pelletier.
Yeah, I agree. And maybe he was notified from the bench saying, hey, we want this ball whipped in. We want this ball played in with pace. Anytime you play something in with pace like that, then it just takes a slight carom off the head. If you play it in soft or slow, then you get up and you really got to snap the ball. So that was a much better ball by Jason to get the ball in.
Pelletier swings this one down, and that one headed away by Charlotte. Comes back for Schofield, though. Schofield waits, touches, has some room. Drives this one down inside the box. That one snapped on, and a save made there by Reed. And Marshall getting up in the air, snapping that one towards the goal, and recovers quickly to get back to his defensive position.
This is better by Harrisburg now. They're starting to advance the ball a little bit. They're getting in behind. You know, this is better. I mean, this is better stuff. This is what they need to be doing. They're keeping a higher defensive line. They were pushing up. They were putting a little bit more pressure on their back four, looking for that turnover. They've advanced the ball a little bit more.
Great overlap run here, and they're going to call him off.
Offside.
So an offsides there, and in our 35th minute, we will take a pause so we can hear from our sponsors.
The economic recovery is underway, but many families are still hurting. If you're facing foreclosure due to unemployment, underemployment, or unexpected medical expenses, we may be able to help. You may qualify for assistance through the Emergency Homeowners Loan Program, assistance that may help you keep your home. To learn more, call us weekdays during normal business hours at the number shown on your screen, or visit our website. A simple call may save your home.
Got old electronics, such as a TV or computer to recycle? We've got your answer at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
E-cycling is quick, easy, and free for all county residents.
You can also recycle old major appliances and other items safely at our center.
Have questions? Call our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or check our website for more information.
Recycling is now more convenient than ever.
Join us in going green to protect our environment.
Keep our earth clean and green. Wipe out waste and recycle.
Ball down along that far side now. Charlotte having a hard time trying to clear the zone here. Harrisburg doing a great job, pressure down there. Ball played in. Cabano trying to get to it. Charlotte still settling in the back. Now they start to work it out along that left side. Out to the center of the field. That one intended that time for Toby. Here's Blows with it now. Blows quickly for Angulu. Angulu has Schofield. Nice flick through. Trying to get there is Noon, but that one's going to be knocked up. Is it going to go off the end line? Yes, it is. Goal kick. Check that, rather, corner kick for the Islanders. Nice build up there as well.
It was great. I mean, you know, good ball out by Blows. Good snap pass into Angulu. He turned, didn't hesitate, flipped it in on a good feathered ball in, which is all he could do from that distance. So that was a good attack. That was a good ball, well-warranted ball. And, of course, you know, it forced Charlotte to have to play facing their net, and all they could do was whack it out of bounds.
Ball driven in there, left-footed by Pelletier. Charlotte did a good job of clearing the zone on that one. They got the ball out in their midfield, and we're going to have a foul called against BG with the elbow. Lucky he didn't get actually a card on that one.
Surprised Charlotte's not arguing for that, because I got the same thing over here.
Ball switched up. It was intended there for Weston, too far. Schofield will leave it now for Stephen Basso.
Charlotte's playing a little too predictable now for me, Chad. They're looking for that long diagonal almost every ball now. The last 6-7 minutes, they've been playing a lot of balls out of the back, bypassing the midfield. They were successful when they found the midfield, and then they advanced it. But right now, that long 40-50 yard diagonal ball is getting overseen.
Ball almost gets through there. Good defensive play in the back there again by Marshall. Marshall flies that one out. That one headed away, though, by Charlotte. They try and settle it on the far side, and they do. Here comes Charlotte now. Ball through. Nice step in there by Marshall. And Charlotte able to keep it in play. Here's Toby with it. Toby plays it back. Ball swung in near the top. That one punched away by Harrison. And Charlotte stepping right back in, and that one's just going to go wide of the mark. Harrison thought they were going to pull the trigger on that one. And they're going to call an offsides, actually.
That was a great punch ball by Harrison to leave his line, come out, initiate that, and then you had, it was a good build-up by Charlotte. That was a little better, a little combination play, flipped it out wild. They were patient in their attack. They lay a good knockdown, and then they served the ball across. Much, much more patient in their build-up, good attack.
Harrison will take the kick here. Ball played on that far side for Noon. Noon lets it bounce, but it's going to go right off the sideline. In our 39th minute of play, 0-0. Again, happy to have you along here on USL Live and Invica Sports. Ball played straight ahead now. Charlotte trying to put something together here, trying to get some contacts. Here's Pelletier with it down this near side. Pelletier with some room. Has Ngulu breaking through. He's got to give it to him. He does. Ngulu's on sides now. Ngulu inside the box. Swings it back. And that one headed away as Mbiji had a crack at it. I'm not sure who had the other one. Was that Welker that got in there, Larry?
I couldn't tell. It looked like either Pelletier or Welker. Pelletier looking for the return pass from Angulo. Great build-up. Great build-up by the Islanders. Much better. A little earlier ball. Great build-up. Angulo puts it back into play. Dangerous. Very dangerous all the way around.
I think it was Welker that got the first crack on it off the initial ball played through. Of course, Welker with 2 goals last weekend. Had a great weekend out in L.A. and almost put another one in there. Ball swung near that far post, down inside. Good job by goaltender Eric Reed to come out and gather that one in. Islanders starting to put some stuff together here. You got to watch for the counterattack here from Charlotte now. They're able to get back and slow them back down. Near side here, Weston play back in the middle of the field. That one played to the far side by Bryant now. Dalby will chip this one down the near side, check that far side, that one too far.
A little bit more life in the match here. I mean, Harrisburg went forward, a little bit more of a vengeance, a little bit more life from Charlotte. You know, again, you know, you're on the road, you're trying to sustain that, you know, 0-0 at halftime. If you can keep it that way, so far they're in it. But that could have been something interesting right there if they would have came back and scored on it. It would have changed things dramatically.
Reed quickly pounds that one, trying to get Dalby on the quick counterattack, but he was in an offsides position.
You know, a little better. I mean, a little better from Sanchez that time. I mean, at least now he's starting to get in behind him, and unless he kept going. The last couple times he stopped because he thought he was offside. If you're off, you're off. Keep making the run. So it was a little bit better. I mean, again, he must have got a little notification from the sideline too to start getting his act together, because he's been a little more in life the last 15 minutes.
Reed sends another long driven ball down in. That one chested ahead. Here's Pelletier with it now. Pelletier waits, holds up, spins to the near side. Quick ball now for Noon. Noon waits, checks up, all the way across. That one tipped on by Welker. Here's Mbiji in for Welker, and that one just too far for him. Nice chip in there. And a good job by Charleston and knocked that one away.
Much better build-up. Again, Pelletier gets rid of it early. Noon, great diagonal ball across into Welker. Welker into Mbiji. Mbiji tries to find him right away. And that's the key, because now Welker continued his run. Mbiji thanked him by giving him a good ball back. You know, good opportunity. They need more of that.
And that's what we weren't seeing in the first 20 minutes, and we're starting to see them, you know, recognize that they're getting some players that are just flirting with the offsides and have the step. Now they're starting to give that quick 1-2 pass rather than settling it and looking up.
They're starting to find that seam in behind Charlotte. You know, Charlotte has been stingy, as you said, but they're starting to find that seam now, and they've gotten in behind several times.
Ball sent ahead, intended for Mbiji, but settled back down by the stingy defense of Charlotte, who's done a fantastic job so far here, holding Harrisburg to nothing. And on the other side, of course, Harrisburg losing the captain and probably their biggest solid defender that the Islanders have had over the last few years in Bixler. But I tell you what, the guys have stepped up in there, and there hasn't been a hiccup or anything. And then those 4 that are out there playing defensively for the Islanders tonight.
You know, and so far this year, they've had no choice but to kind of put some players in unfamiliar positions. You know, Blows hadn't had to play in the back like that all year. They put Welker back to where Marshall was out. I mean, you know, the coaching staff here at Harrisburg has done a very good job of plugging in the holes where they needed to try to keep things intact. And again, anybody they've inserted has done a nice job. So far tonight, they've done a very good job in the back.
And the key to that is a player, they have several utility players that they can use wherever they want. And you need 4, 5, 6 of those on the team just for that purpose alone.
Yeah.
If you start to get injuries throughout the season, how do you, if you have players that are just key players in certain positions, you can't fill those holes, then it becomes dangerous. So Harrisburg has done a great job of finding a lot of utility players that can step in there and do the job wherever you need them.
And again, if you remember early on in the year, Jeff wasn't getting many minutes at all playing.
That's right.
And then due to injury, he's come in, and he's done a nice job whenever he's come in.
Ball stepped in there, knocked away by Jeff Blows. In our 44th minute of play here, 0-0. Start looking towards that second half now, Larry. Do you make any subs at halftime, or do you bring back out? I think both sides will probably be pretty happy with how things have gone so far in terms of there hasn't been any big mistakes. There hasn't been any big letdowns. So do you come out and start with the same lineup and wait for about the 65th minute before you start making changes?
I think if I'm Mark Steffens, I'd come back out with the same lineup, and if I'm Coach Bill Butcher, I'd probably come out with the same lineup as well. Now, I've said that in the past, and changes have been made, but what you don't know is when they go in the locker room, you generally ask your players, is everybody okay? Anybody this, anybody that? So there might be an injury that we're not aware of that they would sub. But from a tactical standpoint, I probably wouldn't make any changes at this point, just because there really hasn't been any real breakdowns anywhere or any real reason to switch anything.
Here's Mbiji with some room on the far side of the field. Brian Mbiji waits, tries to send it through. Here's Welker, scores! Welker makes it 3 for 3 games in a row. What a great buildup on the far side. Disastrous defensive mistake for Charlotte on the far side, attacking that ball. Mbiji with a great through ball to Andrew Welker. And that's 3 games now that he has scored a goal. Great buildup by the Islanders, but a disastrous play before that. Mbiji waits, great ball through, 1 touch, beats goaltender Reed on the short side. 1-0 Islanders in the 45th minute of play.
Absolutely fantastic run by Brian Mbiji to make that happen. He creates it off the dribble. Well played ball in behind, and Welker doesn't give up on the run. Perfectly placed. Welker tucks it home, the side netting. Great run by the City Islanders, great goal by the City Islanders.
Here comes Charlotte. Now Charlotte definitely may need to make a change at halftime. We just got done talking about that. Now you got to change your game plan. It's just 1 goal. You got 45 minutes to try and make it up, but now you got to push a little more. And again, you could see that Ngulu was a little disappointed there. It looked like he had the step and ready to go. But what a great play by Mbiji, just waiting just enough time to suck that defense in and just split the defense, and gave Welker just a great ball to be able to touch 1 time, no bounce on it, just laid it in there. And what a great finish by Welker.
It was clinical. I mean, and again, you know, Welker's playing with a tremendous amount of confidence right now. 3rd goal in 3rd game for him. You know, and so again, why not get the ball to a hot kid? He's doing well. Get it to him.
Schofield trying to get through, and Schofield goes right down. Looked like he may have taken a knock into you-know-whats. And so Schofield down, and that's always the worst. You lose your breath. So we're in stoppage time. I did not hear if they announced it all yet. Larry, did you hear if they're 2 minutes of stoppage time, apparently? So 2 minutes of stoppage time, and we'll take a look at some games coming up here while we've got Schofield down in the field. Don't forget, get some tickets and come on out and enjoy some City Islander games here on the Skyline Sports Complex. Sunday, July 10th will be the next home game. We'll be here bringing you all the action. The Dayton Dutch Lions will be back in town. That game at 3 o'clock. Again, that's a Sunday game. So come on out and support your City Islanders. Again, Wednesday, July 20th, FC New York will be in town. It's a 7 o'clock game. And then Saturday, July 23rd, Los Angeles Blues will be in town at 7 o'clock. For tickets, 717-441-GOAL or www.cityislanders.com. So Schofield is up and gingerly walking through towards the sidelines. And we'll have to wait and see how much more time they add on to the clock here. We'll take a look again to see if we can see what happened to Schofield as he was making a run down the side here. And the player just stepping in. Well, no,
I think that's more of a groin. I think he probably pulled his groin, yeah.
Yeah, it looked like, yeah, maybe the way he pulled up there, you're right. So we may be seeing that may be the last we see of Schofield here. We'll wait and see. I didn't see any substitutions coming in.
They'll probably go to a 4-4-1 right here just to get out to the half.
So they're just going to, they've got and wait and see at halftime what type of change they want to make for Schofield. Schofield had a good game here. Here's Cibasso on the screen for the City Islanders, a Costa Rica native. Doing a great job here playing for the City Islanders this year.
I think come second half, we're definitely going to see a substitution for for David Schofield, and I'm pretty sure we're either going to see either Torre or Seabrook.
Here's Ngulu Checks up, and Ngulu has some room, steps back, and Ngulu's going to play it out for Calvano. Calvano waits, sends it in for Welker. Now Welker waits, and Ngulu back for Welker. Welker trying to get there, and Reed comes out and gathers that one in. And that'll do it for halftime. So the Islanders strike first, something we talked about in our pregame show that Billy Betcher said they want to strike first, put Charlotte on their heels to get this game going. Of course, the possession game was something we talked about in the pregame. The Islanders did a good job possession-wise. Charlotte as well, but that one opportunity for the Islanders, actually a defensive breakdown really for Charlotte. The only big one of the game. We didn't see anything like that all game long. Islanders jump on it, pounce on it, and take advantage of it.
Well, I think now what the Islanders have just done, they've just forced now Charlotte to make a decision. Do we make any early halftime or changes at halftime, or do we make any early changes, or do we continue to go as was? Because we've created opportunities. You know, if we sink one of those opportunities we've had, it's a different game. But he's forced now to have to put his coaching hat on and figure out what he's going to do for the second half.
All right, there you see the score. Harrisburg City Islanders scoring in the 45th minute. Welker from Mbiji. They're up 1-0 at halftime. Stay with us, second half to come shortly.
The economic recovery is underway, but many families are still hurting. If you're facing foreclosure due to unemployment, underemployment, or unexpected medical expenses, we may be able to help. You may qualify for assistance through the Emergency Homeowners Loan Program, assistance that may help you keep your home. To learn more, call us weekdays during normal business hours at the number shown on your screen, or visit our website. A simple call may save your home.
Got old electronics, such as a TV or computer to recycle? We've got your answer at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
E-cycling is quick, easy, and free for all county residents.
You can also recycle old major appliances and other items safely at our center.
Have questions? Call our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or check our website for more information.
Recycling is now more convenient than ever.
Join us in going green to protect our environment.
Keep our earth clean and green. Wipe out waste and recycle.
Hi, my name is Kelly Lewis, president of TechQuest Pennsylvania. We started TechQuest Pennsylvania to attract technology investments into the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, working with business leaders, government leaders, and educators to find the best way to make Pennsylvania a leader in the innovation economy. From internships to workforce training to jobs to broadband, we work to develop the innovation economy in Pennsylvania. Check us out at techquestpa.com.
And welcome back as we're getting ready to start our second half of play. Just one goal in that first half came in the 45th minute. Mbiji with a nice ball through to Welker made it 1-0 for the Islanders. We'll take a quick look at the first half highlights to start here before we get going underway in the second half. Here's Ngulu cutting it back in. He was taken down just the top of the box. They got a free kick and then a great turn here from Ngulu. Reed really thought that one was in, went off the post. An opportunity here. That one sent up and out of play by Martins for Charlotte, and another great opportunity off the restart there that Harrison had to make a great save on. And then right here, a nice turn by Schofield. Schofield chips this one down in. That one flicked on by Welker and a good save. And then again down this near side, the overlap for Ngulu. Ngulu takes it near the end line. Another ball snapped in. Welker gets another shot at it there. And then Mbiji couldn't put it on net. So Welker just all over the place in this first half. He's been hot the last couple weeks. And here you see here, the goal is Mbiji waits, draws that defender towards him before he plays it through nice and low on the ground. Welker just opens that foot, places it right inside that far post. 1-0 Islanders.
Well, the Islanders are in a good position right now. Now they kind of control their destiny, so they can put themselves in a position if they want to possess maybe without a purpose now and just keep it a little bit, they can do so. I still would recommend that they go forward and they put themselves in a position to score another one, because I don't think that they're going to sit on a 1-0 game. I'm sure that Mark Steffen's made his point very clear with his team at halftime, and has got himself in a position now where his team's calm and primed and they're ready to go in the second half.
All right, we're ready to get underway here. Islanders will have the restart here. I know some rain is supposed to head in here later tonight, Larry. Hopefully we get this game in. The sky's starting to change a little bit. Does it look out there? Starting to get a little darker, but there you see some of the great crowd on hand here. Of course, the best seats in the house are bringing your own lawn chair and sitting up on top of the hill and watching the game all night long. Ball played down in along the end line, so the Guelph will have a goal kick to start here this second half here for the Charlotte Eagles.
Hodgkins coming in for Schofield, and talking to him at halftime, it sounded like David might have did some damage to his groin, whether he tore it, whether he's training pretty bad. But, we'll get a report on that hopefully before the end of the game. But Hodgkins into the game now gives them an arsenal of good quality left foot. So the restarts now, they become a little bit more dangerous. Gives them an opportunity to play on the right and cut into the left. And then, of course, can always switch across to the left and bring BG to the right. So they have that versatility now in their three forwards.
Hodgkins, the only change for the Islanders to start this second half. I did not see any changes. Looks like they come out with the same lineup for Charlotte. Harrison drives this ball all the way down, and that one's going to come right to goaltender Eric Reed. Reed, last year playing for the Cleveland City Stars. This year getting a start with the Charlotte Eagles.
You have lost a ring.
Talking to Jason at halftime, he had used to play for Cleveland as well as Charlotte, and was very familiar with quite a few of the players. So, he's very eager to run a pitch in the second half here.
Charlotte trying to put some stuff together from the back, and long ball driven down this near side, and that one's going to be headed out and away by Andrew Marshall for the City Islanders. So there'll be a throw-in deep here for Charlotte. 47th minute. Charlotte will wait for the throw. See number 14, Alan Sanchez for Charlotte Eagles. Sanchez, a key player for them up top. Long throw down in the corner now. Brady Bryant will take the throw. Long throw, this one near that near post, flicked on by the Islanders, and they're able to clear it out to midfield. They'll have to send it all the way back now for Reed. Reed will settle it down for Charlotte as they'll start to build out of the back once again. You seen any changes yet in how the lineup is for Charlotte as they start the second half, being down a goal here, Larry?
I haven't yet, Chad, and I was looking for it. What I've noticed that the Islanders have done, though, is they have went back to 3 up on top. A lot of interchanging of the players. I don't think they're satisfied with the 1-0, with the 1-up score, and I think they're going to continue to press. I think they feel fairly confident, and I think they're going to continue to push.
BG doing some great hustling there. And the ball comes down, Charlotte able to clear it near this near side. Yeah, Harrisburg cannot sit on a 1-goal lead, not with the type of play that's been coming out of Charlotte over the last 7 games. Of course, they have not lost in 7 games, 5-0-2 overall their record. And they have finished and finished and finished. They've been scoring a lot. They've been putting things together. So the last thing Harrisburg needs to do is try and come out of this with a 1-goal win. They need to force it and see if they can't get that second goal and really put Charlotte on their heels. Long ball, it'll be a goal kick.
Darren Toby has all the room in the world to run at the near post, and he tries to feather a ball to the back post with his left foot, more than likely his non-dominant foot. I would have probably encouraged him to continue to run at the post and then cut a ball back from the baseline, but he had room to go and he kind of pulled himself back.
Harrison drives this ball deep here. That one headed on by Jason Hodgkins. Charlotte near side, looking for the 1-2. Sanchez gives it back. Nice touch here. Center of the field now. Griff sends it across. Charlotte's still with it. They'll play it back and settle things down. They'll work the far side of the field. This one on the overlap. Here's Weston. Weston sends it ahead, and BG able to gather that one in. Waits, checks up, plays it back, and that one's going to go off. Taking a look at the first half stats, Charlotte 2 shots on goal. Harrisburg was 7 saves, 2-1 for Charlotte and Harrisburg fouls. Charleston, check that, Charlotte with 3, Harrisburg with 2. Offside, Charlotte with 4, Harrisburg with 2. And corner kicks, 6 for Harrisburg, 1 for Charlotte. That should be 2 because we saw 2 on this near side alone. And only 1 yellow card handed out, and that was to Bryant for Charlotte. And that was in the 33rd minute. Of course, our scoring was BG to Welker in the 45th minute. And our only substitutions coming in so far has been Schofield. Check that for Schofield has been Jason Hodgkins.
Free kick for the City Islanders.
Free kick here, and we'll take a look at the foul real quick. The ball comes in, and yeah, late tackle there, and the Islanders get the restart. Center of the field, the ball chipped ahead. Charlotte trying to clear it out. Pelletier steps in, gets a shot off. That one's going to go wide of the mark. Nice job bringing that down from his chest and getting it onto the foot, the one-timer, but just wide of the mark.
Not a bad effort by Jason Pelletier. Difficult ball to hit, taking out the chest, coming down with the left-footed laces. Difficult ball within itself, but nonetheless, good opportunity, good creativity on top of the 18.
So Reed was looking to play the short ball here to this near side. We'll have to play it long now off the goal kick. Happy to have it long here in our 51st minute of play. USL Pro Soccer action, Charlotte and Harrisburg. Hope you're enjoying all of our coverage here on Invica Sports, and for all of our viewers watching on USL Live, hope you're enjoying all the coverage here tonight as well. Need to check a match score, find out who's on top of the goal scoring charts, or catch up on the news or the latest news. You can do it all by logging on to USLsoccer.com, the league's official website. There's only one place to see who's the best, USLsoccer.com. And USL Live is the league's official online video channel and featuring exclusive behind-the-scenes content, interviews, games, and more. Catch exclusive interviews and features of your favorite team on USLLive.com.
Scoring on your own goal. Another side effect of hunger. Don't let hunger happen to you.
So we start on the far side of the field for Harrison. Kind of a slow start to the second half, Larry. Not much really happening, not a lot going on.
Bit of a surprising start, at least from my perspective for Charlotte.
BG looked like he was off there. They're going to keep him on. Keeps that ball in play, and now Charlotte comes up with it.
Walter Moore looked like he was a little deep on their back line. They weren't quite intact. And, you know, he automatically looked at the linesman to make sure if he had kept him off, but I think ultimately he knew he had kept him on.
Harrisburg, center of the field now. Here's Welker. Welker sends a ball through, and that one just too far from BG, and Reed's able to gather that one in. What a great ball sent through for Welker, or by Welker, I should say. And referee Bongard coming over and telling BG to take it easy, but hey, when that ball's out there, you go for it. Got everybody up off the bench, it seems like now, for Charlotte. Starting to loosen up, see who they're going to put in there, see which one feels the best, probably once they do their warm-up. Harrisburg still has everybody on the bench, or actually, they've got all the players up warming up as well here for the Islanders. Ball down in for Ngulu. Ngulu is on. One-on-one there on this near side. Ngulu waits near the top of the 18, still with it now. Ngulu's still with it, plays it across for Noon now. Noon waits, top of the 18. Chips this one down inside, Welker! Far post, and he's going to be offsides on that one. Nice header snap down off the post and in, and I'm not sure which one was off, whether Hodgkins and Welker were off, but either way, it's going to come back.
I think both of them were in a little early, but again, great ball by Noon.
So Noon on the far side. Here's Hodgkins on this near side. Here's Welker breaking in. The ball is checked up, and Welker's off before the ball's played. Good call by the official on the near side. Hodgkins was not off, but Welker looked like he was definitely a step off on that one. So good call by the linesman on this near side. Stays 0-0 in our 54th minute of play.
Is Ashton Colmansberger.
Long throw, and Calvano climbs the back of Sanchez. And we'll have a restart here for the Charlotte Eagles.
Mark Steffen's going to have to start thinking about making some changes here if he doesn't get any life back within his team, because his team's kind of playing through the motions like they did in the first half, and they're going to need a little bit more life.
Here comes Charlotte on the attack. Nice ball to the far side. Still with it? Nope. Player goes down, but no call on the play. Here comes Mbiji on that far side trying to get there. Mbiji down the left side. Waits, steps, tries to pull it back. Good defensive play in the center there by Diego Martins. And Martins was able to gather that one in for Charlotte. And they'll slow it down. Looks like they'll switch it up. They do. They swing it to this near side now for Walter Moore. Moore settles it down, trying to get it back to him, and that went too far. And they throw in now for Calvano and the Islanders.
Bingo Bakery's t-shirt giveaway. And Islander fans on your way out, pick up your free loaf
Beachy
of
trying to get to that one.
Headed
Headed forward, I should say, by Weston. Here comes Weston. Weston plays that far side of the field. Blo's going to get there and sends it up and out of play. So, Larry, what do you think so far of the Women's World Cup? Have you had a chance to catch many of the games? Or
I had the pleasure of watching the first game against North Korea, and what an opportunity to see some of the youngest and best players in the world at 16 years old playing against the U.S. That was just amazing. You don't get to see that at that stage very often, and very impressed with their play until the second half, and the U.S. decided they want to take it up another notch. I did miss today's game because I went to a family reunion up in Knoble Grove, and happened to miss the game today. I understand it was a good game, though.
I tell you what, it's going to be one heck of a team for Korea in 4 years. You look at all those 16-year-old players and all them.
Yeah,
that's going to be a heck of a team. Here's another shot there. That one just up and over by noon. Today's game was good. Harrisburg, I should say. The U.S. had at least 7 or 8 opportunities in the first half. Just couldn't put it in the net. We were able to get one late in that first half. But Abby Wambach just struggling. She had about 6 or 7 opportunities. She could have had a hat trick in the first half. And here you see Newens pulling it back, splits the defense. Just can't stay over top of that one, and just gets it up over top of the bar for a goal kick for Charlotte. But I think when Abby Wambach opens them floodgates, it's going to come like crazy.
Yeah, she hasn't scored, they said, but 1 goal since last November.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so you're right. She probably will. Once she opens up the floodgates, she will. And, you know, as they narrow the field a little bit here, it's going to get more and more competitive. Obviously, you'll see the cream of the crop rise here in the Women's World Cup. And once you do, then you're going to see your stars put the ball in the back of the net.
Of course, the U.S., they play against New Zealand next? No, who's in our bracket? Not New Zealand, it's, can't think of it
we
now.
Played North Korea, and today we played
Sweden, that's who it is. Our crew yelling from the back of the truck. Sweden, so we still got to play against them. We got to come out of that game. Of course, we're automatically through, but the last thing we want to do is come out second in our division, shot taken there. Second in our division, have to go up against
Germany.
Well, no, we'll go up against Brazil.
Oh.
We don't want to go up against Brazil and Marta and
the team
in
right
the
now looks
quarterfinal.
the strongest is Germany's been very
has been absolutely phenomenal. They have been a lot of fun to watch. I watched that opening game. They had over 90,000 people.
That's amazing.
And it's the largest attended women's soccer game in history.
That's amazing.
So it was fantastic to see Germany come out. And of course, what's been great is there's so many American soldiers and families over in Germany that for today's game, they brought a lot of the players out. You're seeing a lot of the Americans coming out, and there's been a lot of support for all the different teams. It's been a great World Cup, I think, so far. But that first German game, when I saw them play, they are absolutely phenomenal. They're going to be. I think they're the team to beat right now. I really do.
That's going to be interesting because, they're always known for their power, their strength, their technical ability, and their tactics. On the men's side, you can imagine, the women, I haven't had the pleasure of seeing them play yet, but I intend to get some games in this week.
Outstanding team. I think you're going to be very impressed if they play like they did their first game. They were just phenomenal. Harrison sends this one up near midfield. Not a lot happening here in the second half. It's been pretty quiet compared to that first half. Neither team really able to possess the ball very much in the second half. A lot of 1-2 punches, but not too many 4, 5, 6 passes being connected here for either team. And so that possession game that we talked about in the first half hasn't really come to fruition in the second half for either team. Hodgkins on this near side now. Hodgkins waits, cuts in near the top of the box. Hodgkin tries to rip that one, I think, looking for that far post, and that one goes way wide off the outside of that foot.
Jason's got a great left foot, and that's why he's on his right side, so he can cut across, and that's a great shot opportunity. And again, what his thought is there is he's trying to spray it right at the middle of the net on the outside of the boot and let it leak to the back post. I think his intent was to hit it with power and let it find its way to the back post. I don't think he was necessarily looking at it. I think he was looking to hit it on frame and let it leak down.
So we're in our 60th minute, 1-0 Harrisburg. Long ball down that far side. Here's Weston now. Weston has that one taken away. Kept in play. No, it's going to go off the end line. And we will have a goal kick, or check that, rather a throw-in for the Charlotte Eagles. Actually, it's going to be a corner kick, is it?
It's like a long throw-in.
Is it? Okay, yeah.
From the indication from the official.
All right, so the long throw will come on the far side of the field for Charlotte. Seeing if they can't put something together early here. Nice long throw near that near post. That one headed on. Islanders not able to clear the entire zone. Still in play, and that one's going to go off the end line. We'll have a goal kick. So in our 61st minute, Harrisburg still up 1-0. We'll pause to hear from some of our sponsors.
The economic recovery is underway, but many families are still hurting. If you're facing foreclosure due to unemployment, underemployment, or unexpected medical expenses, we may be able to help. You may qualify for assistance through the Emergency Homeowners Loan Program, assistance that may help you keep your home. To learn more, call us weekdays during normal business hours at the number shown on your screen, or visit our website. A simple call may save your home.
Got old electronics, such as a TV or computer to recycle? We've got your answer at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
E-cycling is quick, easy, and free for all county residents.
You can also recycle old major appliances and other items safely at our center.
Have questions? Call our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or check our website for more information.
Recycling is now more convenient than ever.
Join us in going green to protect our environment.
Keep our earth clean and green. Wipe out waste and
Charlotte will gather it in, send it all the way back now for Brandy Bryant. Bryant playing that far side of the field. Weston with it now. Ball sent down in. Inside the box, shot taken. Harrison comes out and gets a save. And Sanchez, boy, that was just about a foot too far from him, or he had a wide open goal to try and tie things up. Ball driven far side for him, BG, and that one too far away. Nice heads-up play, though, by Jason Hoskins, trying to change things up here.
That was great individual work by Herrera to take a couple guys on and slide that ball in. They need more of that if they want to get back into this game. They're going to have to play off the dribble. They're going to have to play a little combination play. It's not going to be come off of a long ball, because Harrisburg's done a good job so far of locking that in.
Long ball down this near side, and it's going to be headed on. No, still in play here. Player knocked down. Charlotte down inside, and that one's going to go off Jeff Blows. And Harrisburg looking for the call. Andrew Marshall not happy with that one, but Jeff Blows stepping in there, able to knock it off. We'll have a corner kick now here for Charlotte in our 63rd minute of play.
Soccer since 1924. For more information, visit www.umbro.com.
And it looks like Herrera will play the ball in off the corner kick. There you see Herrera. Herrera swings it in near that far post. And big push down inside there. But I tell you what, Calvano was higher in the air, but he took a big push, and we'll have a free kick now for the Islanders inside their own box. A quick restart now for Pelletier.
Didn't leave the box. They're going to call it back on him.
Why does it need to leave the box as a restart? Wasn't a question. I think the referee thought it was a goal kick.
I think he did too. I think the way he called it kind of caught me off guard as well. I assume that's what they were calling first. And
unless Pelletier did the restart and he was out too far, that might have been what it was.
Oh, that could be.
All players will arrive shortly following the game. See you at Mulligan's Downtown Pub.
Ball quickly ahead. Here's Charlotte with it now. Play down inside, and that one just over the head of number 8, Martins.
Charlotte just looks like they're just not able to really connect what they want to connect. They're not playing with a whole lot of authority at the moment. And I've heard a couple different times now their coach saying we need more life, we need more life. Well, maybe now he's going to inject the life, because there's going to be probably a handful of subs coming in.
Yeah.
He's probably gotten to the point now where he's given up on his forwards, and
you got
you'll see 3 or 4 players coming in.
Yeah, you got 4 players up and ready to go here, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Welker with his second goal of the game now. Andrew Welker is on fire, folks. 4 goals in 3 games now. Not sure who fed the ball to him, but in the 65th minute, Welker scores again.
The second goal of the night for number 12, Andrew Welker.
And Mbici's the one that played it in for him. The Mbici-Welker combination.
And the assist, his second of the night to number 8, Brian Mbici.
Great goal by Andrew Welker. Once again, Brian gives him a good ball. Andrew does the more difficult part of bending the ball to the back post under pressure. You know, this young man's been great for him. You know, he's done an excellent job. I know the coaching staff absolutely love him. And they said, hey, we got to find a place for this kid. And through injury and whatnot, he's earned himself a starting role and one of the key players in this team.
Of course, it's always nice to see a local product out of Mechanicsburg. Andrew Welker is from Mechanicsburg and doing a great job here. Oh, that ball almost through for Mbici, and Mbici had the step. So Welker having a fantastic end of June and beginning of July here as he scores his 4th goal in 3 games now.
Charlotte now has to really step up their game.
Herrera goes down hard there. Comes up with the block. Almost comes up with the ball. And this one's sent out for Mbici down that far side too far. That one will be gathered in by Bryant. Another shot taken and a great save. What a great shot there from Angulo.
Shot by number 19, Jose Angulo.
Hodgkins steps in, comes up with the ball, plays it back. That one intercepted now, and Charlotte's going to make 4 changes here at the next stoppage. And I think they need to make some type of change. And they're probably going to push maybe an extra player forward.
Well, they have no choice. I mean, they're going to have to go to potentially even a 3-back system. I mean, you know, if I'm Mark Steffens now at this point, I have to pull the stops out. You know, whether we lose 2-0 or 4-0 at this point, it's not going to be relevant. But I got to find a way to get a result here on the road.
Harrison will put the ball down, drives this one long, looking for Hodgkins. Calvano plays it out for Hodgkins. Now Hodgkins chips it inside now for Welker. Nice job pulling that one down by Diego Martins. And he'll play to the far side now for Weston. Weston drives it ahead for Herrera. Ball settled back down now for Riff. Switches near side now. Balby sends it in the middle now for Martins again. They're trying to work that far side. Long ball driven down, and this one's going to go off the sidelines. And we may see our substitution now. And yes, we will. So coming into the game will be Bundu. Führer. Number 18, it looks like will be Benjamin Page. And also Bloom, so they're going to switch 4 up right here and make a huge change in the 68th minute of play now.
He replaces number 12,
and
Andrew Welker.
Welker will exit the game with 2 goals, and in the game now for Harrisburg will be Becerra. And of course, we mentioned before that will be entering the game now for Charlotte.
Number 18,
and coming out of the game will be Herrera.
Number 9, Salyu Bundu.
Guzman.
And
number 21
3,
exiting the game
Mark
as well.
Bloom.
Darren Toby. And the last player to exit will be...
They replace number 12,
Juan
Juan
on the
Guzman.
far side. Not sure who that is on the
Number
far
14,
side.
Alan Sanchez.
Herrera, who I thought had a high work rate,
okay,
was
you're
doing
right.
well. Yeah, I thought he was doing well, Chad. I'm a little shocked by that
And
one.
number 10, Jorge Ferreira.
Wait to see what happens.
Time of all 5
He stayed with Diego
substitutions,
Martins,
69th
and
minute.
Diego Martins to me has kind of been on a stroll, and Herrera kept his work rate high from the beginning to the end. And obviously I don't coach this team, so I don't make those calls, but that would be one I would have left probably.
From Charlotte, starting to possess the ball with the new subs that have just come in, adding some extra pressure up top as that one knocked out of play as Weston did a great job of adding pressure on that far
the
side.
Harrisburg City Islanders. Located in Palmyra, In the Net has a wide variety of fields and services to meet all your team's needs. Baseball, field hockey, football, lacrosse, or soccer, In the Net is the place to play. Train like the pros, train at In the Net.
Far side of the field now. Islanders with the throw. We'll see if the pace picks up here at all in this second half. It's been a slow second half. Much different than we saw in the first half of play. Almost a sleeper of a game here in the second half.
Well, you know, Charlotte's been on a 7-0 run or has not lost in the last 7 games. You know, to their credit, you know, that's great. But it sounds to me like tonight, or it looks to me like tonight, they've just kind of put the brakes on and haven't really competed because, quite frankly, I mean, Harrisburg has owned these guys pretty much the whole night.
There's Invica inside. Invica gets a shot off, and that one just goes up and over. What a great rundown in there. Some great short touches by Brian Invica, and just sends that one up and over. There you see Brian Invica. He's had a fantastic game. He's been working a lot. We may see him subbed out here soon because of his work rate in that first half. He's got to be getting tired in this.
Substitution for the City Islanders.
Here's going to bring in Toure for Angulo.
Take a look at this. Watch Invica down in here. First of all, wins the ball, steps in, gets a great strike. Look at this. So Angulo comes out, and Toure, as you mentioned, you said he was going to be one of the first ones in, and he is here. Invica works to this near side. There you see Toure from Gambia.
He's been effective when he comes on as a sub. I mean, he's been very dynamic as far as his work rate. He's been impressive the last few games that we've seen him come in around the 60th, 70th minute. So we'll see. He's due. Remember the goal he scored in that
absolutely
last telecast we had? It was just brilliant.
In the center for Toure now. Toure lays it back for Pelletier. Pelletier has that one go too far. Lays it all the way back now. Here's Noon with it. Now Noon trying to play Toure down the center, and that one easily handled by the defense of Charlotte as they knock it forward. Here's Martin, loses it to Pelletier, and now Charlotte able to gather it back in. Back for Martins in the center. Martins plays it ahead. Ball down this near side now for Moore. Moore with some room. Waits, swings this one near the far post, streaking and headed on, down in front and knocked away by Calvano. A good build up there for Charlotte, just nothing on the end of it. That was dangerous. Ball driven near the far post, going to be long. Calvano trying to get there. He will. Knocks it ahead. There's Invica. Martins gathers that one in. Here's Moore again. Here comes Calvano. Calvano has Invica down this near side. Sends it through for Invica now. Invica has Toure to the far side. Invica waits, checks it up. Back for Calvano. Calvano swings it. Top of the box, and that one headed away by Charlotte. Noon will settle it now. Looks to the far side for Hodgkins. Hodgkins touch for Toure. Back for Hodgkins, and that one too far. Charlotte able to clear this one out. So a good flurry of action both ends here in the last 45 seconds to a minute here. Maybe the game's going to start opening up here, Larry.
Well, you know, Harrisburg's playing like they're losing, which is great. You know, their intensity's there. You know, their desire to want to score more is there. Keeping a high line like they are is really putting Charlotte back in its heels a little bit. And you know, in all fairness, I mean, Charlotte's playing like they're content with where they're at, and Harrisburg's not.
Dangerous there as Calvano had to turn around his own box and get to that one. Ball sent out, flicked on. Toure has some space. Can he get there? Toure trying to break through, still comes up with it. Toure inside the box, goal for Harrisburg! Zany Toure in the 74th minute makes it 3-0 Islanders now.
Fantastic athletic run by Zany Toure. I mean, spins in, finds the ground, finds the ball, and then tucks it away. Very difficult finish. Finished with the outside of his boot. I mean, impacted the game the minute he came on. Absolutely.
What a fantastic goal. Who gave the assist? Take a look here and see who fed him the ball. Actually, Toure, just look at this, staying with it, gets a foot on it, brings it inside, and just sneaks it down that near side. What a fantastic goal.
Well, this is a substitution for Charlotte that I suspected should have happened a few minutes ago. Williams coming in for Martins. Martins looked like he just was, to me, I thought he was done 5 minutes into the second half.
Well, Harrisburg has been on their 3-game winning streak. They may be pushing it to 4 here. Welker picking up 2 goals in this game, and Zany Toure with a fantastic run down in, stays with the ball, keeps 100% effort and pedal to the metal, and able to come up with it. And just a nice touch to beat goaltender Eric Reed. Make it 3-0, and Harrisburg is just putting together some nice games here as of late.
You know what? Now they're playing with a lot of confidence. Like I said, they're playing as if they were losing this game. They did not take their foot off the gas. You know, so to their credit, they have come out and they said, hey, we're not satisfied with where we're at. Let's build. Now they have an opportunity to continue to build. Again, they're going with the high line. They're putting pressure on the backs. They're forcing these long balls in. You know, I mean, they've now probably found their niche, what they need to do to be successful. And again, Charlotte, on the streak that it's been on, you know, this is great for Harrisburg to have come out and have played this well. At home, they needed to, but not needless to say, they're beating a team that has been so hot, probably the hottest team in the USISL.
Harrisburg is, if I'm correct, 4-1-1 at home so far in the last few games. So they're going to jump to 5-1-1 at home. They've been doing a fantastic job of picking up where you should be picking up your home wins. And here comes Charlotte down inside the box, and there's going to be an offsides call there, and we'll have a restart for them. Islanders. And with the stoppage, we're going to take a break here from some of our sponsors.
The economic recovery is underway, but many families are still hurting. If you're facing foreclosure due to unemployment, underemployment, or unexpected medical expenses, we may be able to help. You may qualify for assistance through the Emergency Homeowners Loan Program, assistance that may help you keep your home. To learn more, call us weekdays during normal business hours at the number shown on your screen, or visit our website. A simple call may save your home.
Got old electronics, such as a TV or computer to recycle? We've got your answer at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
E-cycling is quick, easy, and free for all county residents.
You can also recycle old major appliances and other items safely at our center.
Have questions? Call our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or check our website for more information.
Recycling is now more convenient than ever.
Join us in going green to protect our environment.
Keep our earth clean and green. Wipe out waste and recycle.
And Charlotte trying to build on that far side. Ball played back for Harrison. He'll send this one up. It looks like it's going to go out of play. Nope, it'll stay in play. Comes to Hodgkins. Now Hodgkins settles for Torre. Noon with it now. So the Islanders are 4-1-1 at home this season. And some cool stats here, and 12 goals and only allowing 5 goals so far this season at home. In their last 7 games, the City Islanders have gone 5-1-1 and outscoring their opponents 13-6.
Wow, impressive.
Yep. So they're doing a great job here. And of course, they're just behind the Rochester Rhinos. So depending on how Rochester does tonight, I'm not sure if Harrisburg can move into that first position. How many points does Rochester have there, Larry?
Jarrett Thayer.
You know, the lighting isn't that great.
He replaces number 8,
it's hard to see.
Brian Ombiji.
Rochester 24 points, so depending on how they do tonight, if they lose, then Harrisburg can tie it up there for the first place in the National Division.
And I'm not sure if I'm more impressed with where the Islanders are at, or you reading the statue.
I'm not as old as you.
There you go.
I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not. You're just a
I
couple
can't
months.
see it.
You're a couple months older, so you're really old.
I'm telling you, I'm getting my eyes checked here soon, because I don't know how you can read that.
Visit online at highmarkblueshield.com.
That was pulling a rabbit out, if you know what I mean. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll tell you what, you know, I happen to notice to the left of us here, the people up in the baseball stadium way up high getting an opportunity to watch this game. And what seats they have.
Oh, yeah, they got some
great, fantastic seats up there.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we got a restart over on the far side of the field for Charlotte here. Looks like over to take the restart is going to be Williams. Luke Williams will play the ball in for Charlotte. Referee Baumgart back in the lineup there, the wall up I should say, Hodgkins. And Basso in there. Ball comes down inside, and boy, that looked like, was it a handball off of Calvano?
I couldn't see, but I'll tell you what, great reaction saved by Chase Harrison. Great delivery by Luke Williams.
Saved by City Islanders keeper Chase Harrison.
Alvano there. I'm not sure if that ball bounced up and hit his arm or not. Right away, the Charlotte player was calling for it. But either way, Harrisburg does a good job defending there, staying tough. Here's Hodgkins, leaves it for Pelletier. Now for Hodgkins, back for Calvano. Here's the Islanders. They're starting to put some touches together here. Pelletier trying to play that one through. Here comes Charlotte now, down the center of the field, looking to the outside, and offsides is going to be called against Gregory Darby.
Sign up to join the Islanders in the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk in October. For more information, contact the Islanders.
It's a good result if this holds up for Harrisburg. This is a very good result against a team that was, again, the hottest team in the league for a while, both of them. But this is a very good result. This puts a mark on the league for them at this point.
This is some of the best soccer we've seen out of the Islanders in really the last 2 years. They struggled last year with a lot of ties. They got the lead and gave it up late in the game. This year they've been able to get the lead and hold it. So this has just been a fantastic season. You know what? This is a great time for us to ask about or have you go to our poll. If you go to www.invica.net, we've got a poll on our front page of our website. We'd like you to take our poll and tell us, who do you think is going to win the USLPRO this year? Go ahead and take our poll, and we'll let you all know who you all vote for in our final game here late in July. For our telecast, you can also friend us on Facebook, look at a bunch of our videos and all the other events that we do on YouTube, and you can also follow us on Twitter, www.invica.net.
Sandwich or shared plates. O'Reilly's Tap Room and Kitchen.
Again, just go to our website. Who do you think's going to win? I think, hey, that Harrisburg is putting together a season right now that's got some championship feel to it. In second place with a chance here, depending on how Rochester does, to maybe tie things up for that first place position. But either way, they're in position right now if they can hold off for the next month and a half to possibly make the playoffs again this season.
Well, what I find interesting too is, Harrisburg doing really well. Obviously, Rochester doing very well. Both guys, Bill Betcher and Bob Lilly, both teammates back here with the Harrisburg Heat back in the day, and both of them do an excellent job with their clubs. And I know when they face off against each other, it's always a barn burner of a game. And if those two have an opportunity to play for the final, or for the championship of the division, that would be very interesting after playing each other 3 times.
And I would love to see that game right
there.
That
would be great. Yep, that would be great.
So foul there against Charlotte. The Islander restart in our 83rd minute. So time ticking away here against Charlotte. But a beautiful game here for the Islanders as they put together 3 great goals. Welker picking up his 4th goal in 3 games now, 2 tonight. He's hot. We got some scoring coming from Torre. We got several players starting to put the ball in the back of the net. As a coach, that's what you want to see. You don't want to ride on the coattails of one player. We got several players scoring for the Islanders. That's always a positive thing.
Well, what I'll tell you, what I've liked so far from Harrisburg is that they never quit. They continue to possess the ball. They continue to go forward. They brought guys off the bench that have impacted the game. They have not just come in just to fill a role. They've impacted the game. So that tells you the depth they have. And then you look at the standpoint of, hey, you know what? We've played tonight. We've played with purpose, and we've played good quality possession. We've kept it. We've went forward. We've taken our foot off the gas when need be and brought it back. They've pretty much controlled the tempo of this match, and you need to do that when you're at home anyway. But more importantly, what I think has been great about Harrisburg is that the chances they had, they finished them.
Absolutely, absolutely. The last change there, JT Noon making the exit from the game, and in the game, another exciting player. I've really enjoyed watching him play when he's come off the bench, and that's Morgan Langling. We've seen him score a couple goals here off the bench this season, so that's also another positive, being able to bring off the bench and keep that pressure up. You're getting people that are coming off and producing off the bench and scoring goals. And Bill Betcher's put together a good squad this year that's well-rounded and solid from the starters to the guys coming off the bench.
Well, again, any good professional team's going to have players that can come in, number 12 through number 15 at least, at minimum, that can start at any given time too. And I think that's a great problem to have. And in conversations with Bill,
but I don't think they've had that the last couple of years.
No, and you're right,
and that's why I'm saying that's been a big. That may be why Harrisburg is a different team than what we saw last year.
You're right, and I would agree with that, Chad. And I think I think right now these guys create a good problem for Coach Betcher and Widdowson because, honestly, they have problems when they got guys that are sitting that could be starting other clubs.
Right.
And at some point in time,
are you going to lose them?
Yeah. Do I want to stay? Do I want to sit? I know I can maybe go start in Dayton, maybe I can start in Charlotte, maybe I can start elsewhere. But needless to say, that's good coaching. That's good evaluation to be able to find those guys, and then from the general manager standpoint, Kirsten Rauter signed those players.
Right.
They've done a nice job of being able to pool together a good group. I think they've now developed some good cohesiveness, and as the years progressed, obviously they've been having a good year so far. But as the year progresses, they want to start to really, within the next month and 10 days, they want to really start making sure they're firing every cylinder. And this is a good sign tonight that they're up this high in the 85th minute, and they're still putting high pressure on Charlotte. They're not sitting back and just saying, okay, we're going to coast. They're going to continue to push Charlotte, and look where they're at. Charlotte's still back in their end. They can't get back out. And again, the work rate's been great. The intensity's been great. I mean, look at that. Torrey back checking, playing a great ball in, and now he's going to be the recipient of a through ball. Great stuff. Great stuff.
And we talked about both teams. One of the keys to the game for both teams was possession. Charlotte, it was something that they were really, really keen on. They felt that they had played some fantastic soccer as of late because they possessed the ball, and they possessed the ball effectively, scoring goals. Harrisburg, Bill Betcher told me and yourself that one of the big keys for him is possession. If they can continue to possess the ball, they come off of having some great play last weekend in LA. Of course, they went down a man and still come back and tied that game up, and it was because of the possession and being able to capitalize on the end of that. And I think tonight, Harrisburg just was able to execute that better tonight. Charlotte's a good team. I don't think we're seeing the team that's been playing the last 7 weeks.
Yeah, you're probably right. And again, I think, they're on the road, and I think that, when they went down a goal and they couldn't recover.
There's Torrey again. His work rate is fantastic. He's not giving up on it at all. And we'll have a free kick and a foul call down in there. Both another thing to mention is both of these teams, of course, Harrisburg is second in their division, fourth or fifth rather for Charlotte. Both of these teams were in the second division last year. So Harrisburg, who's playing some pretty darn good soccer, the only team that we really saw come on and have a total, I thought, a total domination over Harrisburg was Orlando.
Yeah, I would agree, and I think Orlando was an incredibly strong side, and again, a side that I thought that pretty much owned them from front to back that game. But again, now you're seeing a different Islanders team.
I was going to say I would like to see that game, replay a game now with them, because I think the Islanders are playing a completely different style of soccer.
Well, I would imagine it's going to have to be an away series. I mean, they're going to have to go to Orlando at some point. But I think that with the way Harrisburg's performing right now, they would have had a much better opportunity to compete with.
Oh, what a cut by Langley, I tell you what. And Torrey picks up his second goal in the game now. In the 88th minute. And that one will probably be unassisted again, but I tell you what impressed me is the run by Langley down this near side, Larry, and the cutback along the end line to give himself some time to get that ball across.
Yeah, that was a great run by the youngster coming in like that. And again, you got to give credit to the old man, Jason Haskins, sticking his body there.
That's right.
Because quite frankly, a lot of guys would have pulled out of that, and he put his legs in there, won the first ball, came back to Torrey for the finish.
Torrey from Hoskins. Score now Harrisburg 4.
4-0. Harrisburg here in the 88th minute. Putting things together. Everything looking nice. Here you see, watch this run here by Langley. Langley down in, beautiful cutback. Nice touch inside. Actually, Torrey could have got a touch on it right there, couldn't. Hodgkins comes flying in. The ball goes off the defender, and there's Torrey waiting for that ball. Nice little touch, open the foot. Don't do anything drastically ridiculous by pounding it. 4-0 Islanders.
Well, again, and I want to harp back on what Jason just did, because he saw the Charlotte defender coming up with studs up, and Jason still committed himself into that. And that could be a broken foot right there, but he still committed himself to go in. That's the energy I'm talking about, that the Islanders are wanting to score goals. This game was still over at 3-0, and he still put his foot in there to win that tackle. Great run, great finish.
And Islanders playing possession now, trying to kill this clock, but they also look like they want to punch one again. They really look like they're looking to try and see if they can't put one forward and strike again. Blow is stepping up, nothing there. Here comes Charlotte, top of the box. Nice job getting down in by Basso. What a great job getting back, and that's something that we didn't see sometimes in the past too, but great effort right to the end here. It looks like Harrisburg is going to play to the final whistle.
Number 13, Stephen Basso.
And Harrison looking for a shutout.
You know what? This is a test of a good professional side now to hold on to the 0-0 result. Or, I'm sorry, the 0 result for them, giving up no goals, having that pride in your team to not give anything up. That's very important. Very important, I know, to Coach Betcher, and I know it's very important as a player to not keep a clean sheet. As a goalkeeper, I doubt Chase wants to give something up sloppy now.
So restart on the far side actually given now to Charlotte. Williams will play this ball in. He played a nice one about 10 minutes ago. Another swinging ball near the far post, and a nice clear out there. Headed back in by Charlotte, and not sure who that was that got a foot on it there. Might have been Marshall. And now Calvano comes in and clears this out. And that's going to do it. Talk about playing a straight 90 minutes. That'll do it. And the Islanders will take this one home by a score of 4-0. And boy, what a great victory here tonight for the Islanders.
Well needed. They needed this. But
final whistle indicates our final score.
Exactly. Walker with 2, Torrey with 2. It's been an exciting one. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back, wrap things up. Harrisburg takes the victory home 4-0.
The economic recovery is underway, but many families are still hurting. If you're facing foreclosure due to unemployment, underemployment, or unexpected medical expenses, we may be able to help. You may qualify for assistance through the Emergency Homeowners Loan Program, assistance that may help you keep your home. To learn more, call us weekdays during normal business hours at the number shown on your screen, or visit our website. A simple call may save your home.
Got old electronics, such as a TV or computer to recycle? We've got your answer at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
E-cycling is quick, easy, and free for all county residents.
You can also recycle old major appliances and other items safely at our center.
Have questions? Call our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or check our website for more information.
Recycling is now more convenient than ever.
Join us in going green to protect our environment.
Keep our earth clean and green. Wipe out waste and recycle.
Hi, my name is Kelly Lewis, president of TechQuest Pennsylvania. We started TechQuest Pennsylvania to attract technology investments into the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, working with business leaders, government leaders, and educators to find the best way to make Pennsylvania a leader in the innovation economy. From internships to workforce training to jobs to broadband, we work to develop the innovation economy in Pennsylvania. Check us out at techquestpa.com.
And there you see the Islanders happy with what they put together tonight. Bill Betcher in there talking to him. He's got to be a happy coach. So they take the victory home here tonight by a score of 4-0. Let's take a look at the highlights from our contest here tonight on the island. Right off the bat here, Ngulu trying to cut in. He was taken down. We got a free kick. Nothing come out of that one. But again, a quick turn here. That one just hits the post. Reed thought he was beat on that one. Ball comes in, a dummy. There was a great opportunity for Charlotte as Martins got over the top of that one. A hard ball driven in on the far side, and Harrison had to make a big stop on that one. Here's Schofield with a nice cut, and he sends this one down inside, and that one flicked on by Welker, and a good save there by Reed. Welker, just a fantastic game, coming up with 2 goals, of course. Ball played in for Ngulu. Here's Welker streaking down in front, gets the shot off, save made, and Mbiji almost had a crack at that one. A nice job by Reed getting a hand on that one off of Welker's shot. And then here was the first goal of the game. Mbiji slides it through. Welker near post, 1-0. That came in the 45th minute in that first half. Second half, ball played to the far side. Ball chipped in. Headed on, but offsides was Welker, or he would have had a hat trick on that one. Down inside, here's Mbiji working down in, shot taken, and that one goes in. That was our second goal of the game. Check that. That was Welker for his second goal of the game off Mbiji, 65th minute. Torre picks up his first goal of the game unassisted in the 74th, and that was his the fourth goal of the game, I should say, and that one coming, check that rather. This one coming the fourth goal of the game as it comes over. Hodgkin slides in, gets a shot. Torre right there pokes it in, that one in the 88th minute. So Torre picking up 2 goals and Welker with 2 goals. There was a great opportunity there for Charlotte, unable to put it in. And Torre's celebration after a second goal, and the Harrisburg City Islanders take home the victory tonight by a score of 4-0. Come on out and support the Harrisburg City Islanders. Next home game coming up here July 10th as the Dayton Dutch Lions come into town. That's a Sunday game at 3 o'clock. And Wednesday, July 20th, FC New York at 7. And they wrap up July with the Los Angeles Blues on the 23rd at 7 o'clock. For tickets, 717-441-GOAL, or visit www.cityislanders.com. Larry, any closing comments?
Again, you know what? I applaud the effort that the Islanders put in. I mean, to not die, to not quit. They could have put a fork in this thing at 2-0. They chose not to. They chose to build. They chose to possess with a purpose. They chose to attack, and they chose to show that they're one of the elite clubs in the USL.
And I like watching a game when the teams put the pedal down and they don't pull it up no matter what the score is, because that's the way it should be in the professional level.
No question. And you know what? These people are paying money to come out and watch these guys play, and you know what? They want to see a good product on the field, and you got to applaud that effort, because too often teams sit back and they say, okay, well, we're up, we're going to defend. But I think they also smelled the reality. The scenario was that Charlotte was not putting any of the offensive thrust together like we thought they would. And Harrisburg said, hey, we're not going to give you a chance to play. They went at them, scored a couple more goals as a result of it, and it was a great, great victory for them.
Yeah, I want to thank our crew, of course, Larry Julius. Thanks for helping out tonight. I'm Chad Edwards. Marcus Williams on camera, Sean Brown on camera, TJ Smith on camera, and, of course, our director tonight, Jackson Lattimore, and our highlights and graphics, Josh Edwards. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in a couple weeks here in Invica Sports. Harrisburg City Islanders 4, Charlotte 0.